Hi, my name is Jasmine Hernandez, and today I'm going to be talking about the most dangerous jobs of America. Every day, people lose their lives at work. Business Insider used data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics and created a list of 34 jobs that are at most risk for deaths and injury, but today I'll be talking about the top 5. Those include garbage men, roofers, air pilots, fishermen, and logging workers. Ranked at number 5, we have garbage man workers, or a more technical term would be recyclable material workers. They help us every day because they get rid of our trash and waste so we don't have to. But unfortunately, 34 workers die per every 100,000, and 2,702 are non-fatally injured. Their deaths could be results of the frostbite they experience in the long, cold months of the winter or the heat stroke they can experience in the long, hot months of the summer. Their injuries are usually caused by doing the job itself, so when they pick up the garbage can, sometimes there are things could fall out and that could hurt them. One of those things being broken glass. So if they're cut, they might need medical attention, such as stitches, or just to see if just to see if they don't get infected by any cuts or anything. And another thing could be medicine needles. The medicine needles could be dangerous because if they're pricked, they could carry disease and infection and they wouldn't know, which they would also need medical attention for just to make sure that they're healthy. And another thing could be just the harmful bacteria in the trash cans. Those could carry infection, which should also need medical attention. Next up, we have roofers at number 4. They help us build our roofs, whether it be if they just need construction or if it's just for visual purposes. But 48 roofers die per every 100,000, and 3,257 are non-fatally injured. Because they have to climb such extreme heights, they do fall, and those are results of their deaths. But CNN says that they are injured from the tar and chemicals. They get burned from those, and they could also get hurt from the falling debris and tiles while working up there. The third most dangerous job is an aircraft pilot. They help us transport us from place to place safely on planes, but sometimes it doesn't go according to plan. Sometimes pilots can experience turbulence, weather interference, or they could just make simple errors, which could cause emergency landing, but sometimes the emergency landings aren't always efficient, which could result in death. 55 pilots die per every 100,000, and 466 are non-fatally injured. Their injuries aren't as severe as others. They are usually shoulder injuries due to moving heavy luggages and heavy items. And next up, we have fishermen. They are the runner-up for the most dangerous job. They go out to sea every day, and they catch our food that we buy in the supermarkets. Unfortunately, 86 deaths occur for every 100,000 fishermen, and it is hard to calculate the amount of non-fatal injuries just because they go through a number of hardships on the daily. According to marine injury law, a lot of their injuries come from slippery decks, cargo falling, unsafe lifting practices, unguarded machines, unsecure equipment moving due to waves, harsh long hours, and just returning back to shore safely. Sometimes a lot of those things just don't happen the way they should, and then a lot of fishermen get injured from those. And lastly, the most dangerous job to have is a logging worker. They cut down the trees and transfer them to landing and deck areas. They experience the most deaths, which would be 135 workers die per every 100,000, and 2,449 are non-fatally injured. A lot of their injuries are head injuries because sometimes when they're cutting down the trees, unfortunately, they don't know what way the tree is going to fall. So sometimes they do fall on people, which could result in head injuries, which also could result in deaths. But other than that, chainsaws and logging machinery, those are misproperly used, which could also result in injuries. So those are the top 5 most dangerous jobs in America. So before you even consider one of these jobs, maybe you should outweigh the advantages and disadvantages and just be careful at any job you do.